Um, so, the perspective that I come to this debate about is about the health of conversations online and what role do private companies have, such as Facebook. Now, the core problem in a lot of this is the actual enforcement and implementation, which often remains opaque and done by private censors. And Facebook never reveals what is the objective standard for it beyond these public statements on content it actually does take down. So praise and support of white nationalism sometimes may just be a conversation criticizing white nationalism itself and may not be differentiated intelligently enough by a censor or somebody from the community standards team at Facebook. And this has been problematic, and this is what we have seen in the past.
So you don't think the monitoring will be stringent enough?
The monitoring will not be transparent enough. It won't be accountable enough. So it will not be consistent with human rights standards.
Okay.
That's the primary problem. A lot of these online platforms where they are trying to fix problems, but at the same point of time, wanting to not be accountable for each decision they take for a content takedown. So in a lot of ways, they're approaching these issues does become problematic, and researchers also, civil rights groups are not able to actually gauge their effectiveness. And at the same point of time, there are allegations of censorship and inconsistency in their application.
Okay.
So the main problem is that the platform is doing something in a way which will not be quite measurable to people and will not match its intent.
Let me ask you personally, because you're in India, a country
Yes.
where Facebook has arguably done little or nothing to tackle some of the right-wing nationalism or even, hate speech that appears on its platform there. Do you think the landscape will begin changing in India a bit as well, or would Facebook rather stay away from these issues where you are?
So the Indian climate right now is incredibly politically charged as we are stepping towards our general elections, and there's a huge amount of fear in the press, in academic communities, among civil rights advocates, as well as government institutions, that Facebook will play a role in propaganda, misinformation, but also in promoting extremist thought and ideology. Facebook has done very little, and it's done insufficient. It's taken insufficient steps to police its platform by itself in India, and to a large extent, it has also been criticized for links to government propaganda. And for not being responsive enough to the concerns of minorities. Now, will Facebook extend this measure to India? And this is what is your question to me. I don't know, because India is also its largest market, and to a large extent, it does engage extensively with political actors to promote its platform. So I think it may be testing this out in the United States, but India arguably is a very large market, if not the largest market for Facebook right now. So it may come to it a little late.
Apar Gupta, thank you so much for joining us there live from New Delhi.